Tonight on Street Hospital, loose ends and a new beginning.
I really want to see a baby being born.
She's like, oh my God, I think my water's broke.
Yes, yes, yes!
I hate seeing people being beaten up.
Mine's...
Shut up.
For all intents and purposes, it seems to be working quite well.
Stop it. Like my spicy sauce.
They did say anything and everything and they really weren't kidding.
All over New Zealand, the weekend's the time to hit the town and hit the booze.
He said he's had about a litre of vodka.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hitting it hard and each other, some party animals are getting boozed, getting hurt, and they're clogging the emergency department.
They end up lining the corridors and trolleys, waiting to sober up.
Wellington Free Ambulance paramedics are fighting back. On Friday and Saturday nights, ambulances parked in Wellington's party zone become makeshift hospitals. At the street hospital base, paramedics treat the injured where they can, on the spot.
Thank you, Mr. Paramedic.
Typical Wellingtonians, very friendly.
Will they make a difference to the binge drinking culture in central Wellington? Can they stop the smashed and trash piling into the hospital's emergency department? And how will our paramedics cope, keeping a straight face when everyone else is off theirs?
You coming to town with us?
It's looking like a big night ahead for the street hospital team. 24-year-old Steff is a paramedic student, clocking up volunteer hours as practical experience. Doing this kind of work has been a lifelong dream. She's looking forward to being mentored tonight by Benjamin, a highly regarded and full-time free ambulance paramedic. Street hospital ambulances 1 and 2 leave the peace and tranquility of Newtown to set up base in Wellington's Party Central. And things are already heating up.
Oh, it's really spicy. Try that.
I don't know if I want to lick your sauce.
Like my sauce. Like my spicy sauce.
You need to just get into it. It's like jumping into cold water.
I'm quite stressed about this.
You hold people's lives in your hands and you're stressed about biting a burger.
Stomach line for a big night, Steff heads off with Corey. Street hospital paramedics patrol the streets in pairs, looking for anyone in trouble. Back at base, the first signs of trouble can be heard. Loud, but not too clear. The girls' friends have a bit of a struggle on their hands, so Benjamin goes to see if he can help.
Do you realise how you're behaving?
You can take me there.
Do you want to come sit in my ambulance?
Please take me 43rd Road.
First, I'll take you to my ambulance.
Yes, please.
Sam, can you get in there, get the head up, get the arm down, get the things out of the way?
Someone has alerted us to a gentleman asleep in his car. It looks a bit suspicious, so Corey is just going to go wake him up, do a quick welfare check, just to make sure he's all right.
People's, opinion. Sweet man. Thank you. He's just having a snooze. He's the sober driver for a couple of people in the club tonight. So, yeah. You can carry the bag now.
For it.
No, I'm not. If you don't give me...
I can't take you home right now. Okay, because you're very... Listen, no, listen.
Literally, if you don't get me home, I will...
This is how it... This is how it works. You listen to me, or I will have the police come and they will put you in a cell for the night.
Why are you going to listen to me?
Because what I want to say is I can get you home, all right? But what I need to do is pop a little needle in your arm. We'll give you some fluids, and that will sober you up. No. Once you're sober...
Give me the needles. Give me the needles. I don't want to touch me, please.
But how do I pop the needle in your arm if I can't touch you?
I don't touch me.
Dehydration is one of the big things with intoxication. So by pumping salty fluids straight into their bloodstream, it helps to sober them up quite quickly. Dilutes down all the alcohol and just brings the body back up to where it should be. It means that they can get up and moving and recover a lot faster.
Start scratch on 3. 1, 2, 3. No, you need to keep that arm still.
Benjamin.
Yep.
I fucking hate you, Benjamin.
I understand you hate me, that's fine. That's fine. Lots of people hate me. It's my devilish good looks, it's jealousy, that's what I tell myself.
Please, put me back.
Let me just hold her arm. Still.
I want to go to bed. Please do take me to bed, please.
You want me to? Well, you are in a bed, so if you want to.
I can hear you laughing, you arsehole. Please.
Don't hit my staff. All right, otherwise the police will be called.
Sorry for hitting you.
That's okay. You're upset.
Sorry. Please, can you give me the hand?
You want to hold Sam's hand?
Sam, please, can I hold your hand?
Just give me 2 seconds and you can hold my hand.
Please, Sam.
There you go.
I'm not holding you because you're hot. I'm holding you because I punched you and lost his feet. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Worst case scenario, there are predatory characters about who may take advantage of a young woman who's that intoxicated. I mean, there are all sorts of horrible things that could happen, but we're here, so hopefully that won't happen tonight.
And the bag is the end of the game.
Just 40 minutes later, the drunk drama queen is sobering up and embarrassed.
How are you feeling now? You're feeling a bit stupid? I feel like that all the time.
I'm really sorry because you guys should be. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. No. We're pretty awesome, aren't we?
Yes.
All right, Cinderella. Put the carriage away. Put a blanket around you. She was very, very apologetic at the end. Felt like a bit of a plonker, but she was all right, really. Her friends, I believe, returning to town. In defence of them, they sat around outside the ambulance for an hour waiting for her to sober up. I'd have just left her. No, I wouldn't do that. I would. No, I wouldn't do that.
While Benjamin is busy, Steff gets a moment to herself, but not for long.
Well, how's it going in here?
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Well, we're just having a bloody look.
Get out.
Fellas.
Alright, get out. Unless you're being treated in here, get out.
We're just having a look.
Get out. Get out.
Oh.
Get out. Don't ever open the back doors of an ambulance unless you have been invited. It is trespassing. Don't do it again.
Steff has a history of remaining cool under pressure. Her dream to be a paramedic started early, while working at a supermarket as a teenager.
A man collapsed and went into a cardiac arrest, and just standing there watching this man dying in the frozen food section was one of the hardest things I've ever done. It was a dark night and it was raining and the lights of the ambulance filled up the whole shop and it looked so dramatic, and they came in and they worked their magic on this guy. They got him back and then wheeled him out.
Central Comms reports an assault in progress. They advise the paramedics to stay back until police have secured the scene.
This is an assault, query 21-year-old male with query facial injuries.
This is our safe forward point. The location of attacker unknown.
Because we don't know if this scene is safe, we've been sent to a safe forward point. We will sit here and wait until police have gone to check out the scene.
The team has no idea how long the wait's going to be. And then another call from Comms. This time a totally unexpected emergency in a bar on Blair Street.
We currently have a baby being born in the bottom of Betty's at the moment, but we've got some staff on our way there.
Oh my God.
Then we need to go to that.
We need to go to the baby.
Comms, Newtown 93, we're 2 minutes away.
Please, I really want to see a baby being born. And all we'd have to do is that and then that, and we would be there.
I know, but we can't.
I know,
unless they drop it on us.
frustrating.
Comms, Newtown 93, did you want us to respond to that other job, or do you want us to stay here at the safe forward point?
In order to effectively help the woman in labour, they need someone with Benjamin's level of experience.
93 at the station, wait at the safe forward. So we've got some vent medics going there. We don't have anyone higher than BLS FM.
Because the ILS is sat here waiting!
We'll get you responding.
Yes, yes, yes!
To the baby being born.
Steff wanted practical experience. It looks like she'll get some.
Clear left. Betty's is here. Grab the back.
But this isn't going to be a straightforward emergency birth. The club is completely empty, the fire alarm is blaring, and someone's killed all the lights.
Where are we going? We walked in, the club was empty, fire alarms going off, no lights on.
Lights? Where are the lights? Where's the patient? Yeah.
The street hospital team is on its way to the basement of a nightclub where a baby has been born. But they can't see or hear anything.
Where are we going?
Some bright spark set off the fire alarm to clear the club. This set off the sprinklers, shorting out the lights.
Lights? Where are the lights? Where's the patient?
The bar owner, who raced to street hospital base and raised the alarm, is returning with backup. In the panic, he cops a whack from the door and splits his forehead. But there's no stopping now. The baby's on its way. At long last, Benjamin and Steff find the mother-to-be.
When was the gush of fluid?
Like about 5-10 minutes ago.
5-10 minutes ago. You got any contractions?
They came and had something to eat, chill out, and they were about to go home.
We're not actively in labour.
Okay.
We've got a bloody show. Waters are broken. We need to get her out of here.
Yeah, I've got blankets and towels to come in.
We were talking, and I've had 2 kids, so I was telling her about, you know, birth experience, everything like that. Next thing she's like, I'm just going to go sit outside, get some fresh air. And she's like, oh my God, I think my water's broke.
We've had to empty everybody out. Friday night, busiest time. Small sacrifice for a young baby.
The only complication was that she was in a building with no lights, with a fire alarm going off. We couldn't hear her, couldn't talk to her, couldn't see her, and then she had to come out from that environment into a throng of hundreds of people gathered around watching what's going on.
Just put your head down, someone will go behind you. You're having a baby, it's the most exciting thing in your life right now.
She needs to go to maternity, so you're either take.
Is this your first baby?
Yeah. And it's just so embarrassing, a Friday night in town. My water's like, oh.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Boy.
What a story you're going to have to tell him.
The stressed-out father-to-be climbs on board. He's relieved his partner's in good hands.
It's not a reason to go to hospital in an ambulance. Birth, it's normal, it happens. But just given the situation, it's easier if we just whip her down now.
They did say anything and everything, and they really weren't kidding.
Pitch black with fire alarms going off. That's
a story to tell.
Oh yeah.
A fire engine arrives, adding to the noise and excitement.
I wonder if they'll call her Betty.
They'll call it Sam. Definitely call it Sam.
If it's a girl, I call it Cindy. And the boy, I think I might call him, I don't know, Bruce.
Paramedic students 22-year-old James and 24-year-old Jake are setting out on another foot patrol.
Feels quite weird tonight, eh? Yeah, like busy in areas and quiet in others.
It's about to get busy again. Officer in charge Craig's just heard from comms. There's an urgent job in Manners Street.
Job, McDonald's, Manners Mall.
Craig gets Benjamin on his way and also alerts James and Jake, who are closer but on foot.
Roger that, heading there now.
Shut the doors, I'm going on a job. We'll shut the doors.
18-year-old male, he's intoxicated and he's vomiting. Go ahead, Jake.
James and I have just located at McDonald's now.
First on the scene, Jake and James are shown to the toilets where a young guy is lying in a cubicle. Ben arrives and gets straight to the point. He wants to see just how drunk the toilet hugger is and then take it from there.
Stand up. Up on your feet. No, let's lie down. Give me your other hand and I'll help you up. Come on, get yourself up onto your feet. Ow!
Looks like this guy's a contender for the intoxication protocol.
Showering you shirt. Oh, there you go. Because I can tell you're a gentleman. What's your name?
I'm from Bowes.
He's from Bowes.
From Bowes, it's a really...
Come on down. You've won the prize tonight. Took an ambulance, needle in your arm.
I wish I wasn't born. Maybe my family could be happy for once. If I was not born.
No, he's my very good friend.
Because he walked quite well to the ambulance, which is a bonus, means we don't have to lift him, and they'll take him back to our base to treat him from there.
Just beside base, a scuffle starts to turn ugly. A drunk brawler's trying to start a fight and his mate's trying to hold him back. The guy breaks free and throws a punch. Suddenly things turn very ugly. It's mayhem and paramedic Craig is caught in the middle. A scuffle has turned into an all-out fight right beside Street Hospital base. Paramedic Craig can only look on as a young brawler lashes out and the scene descends into chaos. The paramedics can't do anything until the fighting stops and it's safe to move in. And even then, they have to be careful.
You all right there, mate?
No,
do you want us to check you out, do you?
Craig calls the police while Benjamin gets the injured guy into the ambulance for a closer look.
Do you want to shuffle yourself up the bed so your bum's up here a bit more? Yeah, you can. You're a tough guy, you can do that.
Alrighty. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
I hate seeing people being beaten up. Why do they do it?
If you're going to give that pain a number, where 0 is no pain.
10.
Been there before, have you?
Oh no, it's the first time. I've never broke any of my bones.
Well, give us just a second there, matey.
Got taken out onto the road. Another guy came out and started kicking and punching.
My arms. Bro, get them back in here. I need some painkillers.
Looking to the police. Guys, can I just have 5 minutes? It's in a lot of pain.
Benjamin and Jake don't have much time before the police move in.
You doing IVs? Yep. Sweet. Can you let that bad boy for me? That right, he's got a good left ACF there.
Eyewitnesses are very keen to help sort things out.
As friends, we're trying really, really hard, you know, to calm him down, to stop him. They're really looking out for him. But then once he hits someone, there's nothing they can do.
We've been told that the offender, who is a bouncer at a nearby club, has left the scene. And so now we're doing some inquiries into finding out where he is and who he is.
I'm going to give you some medication called fentanyl. It's going to relieve the pain, but it can make you feel a little bit lightheaded. It can make you feel all kinds of funny.
Did you know the guy you got into a fight with?
No.
No? Because in a minute the police are going to come in here.
Yeah.
And they're going to have a chat with you about what happened, all right?
What these guys have said as well is just putting it all together. So.
Okay, well, then that's, that's all good.
It's one of those things, eh?
I'm sure he was asking for trouble. I don't think he deserved what he got, what I saw.
Yeah.
You reckon? What happened?
I was trying to hit on my missus and I lost my temper.
Oh, true.
You guys can go in now and grill him if you want.
How's it going, buddy? I'll grab the details if that's all right. Yeah. Is that all right?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
What's your centre, man?
The young man's got a distal fracture of his humerus, and this bone sort of here I think is probably fractured.
With the brawler off his hands, Benjamin checks on the wasted toilet guy.
I'm sorry that I had to live.
Don't say that.
No.
Just keep still for the nice man, okay?
I'm not a nice man.
I'm sorry that
keep
you
still for the bad man then. I don't know. I don't know him. He might be an asshole like you.
Thank you.
You've got really difficult veins, so I'm just trying to find one and tease it.
It's because you're fat.
You're not fat, you're big boned. I'm not fat, I'm just festively plump.
You're just fun size.
What I need you to do for me is focus on the positive. Think about the good things that are going on, like
my tits.
I've got
I'm gonna blush. I'm already starting to sweat. This young man has preloaded before coming into town. He's had a bottle of gin. He's swapped between different wines and had beer as well. Surprisingly enough, has been found vomiting. So with him, we're going down the normal guidelines for us, which are, a litre of fluids and some sugary water. The young lady that's with him, he keeps talking about how he doesn't want to be alive and how his family doesn't love him. And every time he does that and he starts crying, she slaps him, he apologises, and the conversation changes and he becomes far more cheerful.
Shut up.
For all intents and purposes, it seems to be working quite well. friends can be really counterproductive, and probably about 80% of the time they usually are counterproductive. In this case, she was excellent.
In the next door ambulance, the police have investigated as much as they need to.
Hey, look, on speaking to everyone who saw what happened tonight, they're just saying that you've gone out over there looking for trouble, and obviously you've probably come off a bit worse for wear, yeah? We're not going to be taking any action tonight. If we were to be taking action, we'd probably be arresting you. Yeah? So it is just, yeah. I know there's reasons behind it, but, you know.
Drinking.
Yeah. Drinking, man, it's got a lot to answer for. You still playing rugby, man?
Oh, I played last year.
Yep. Nice. All right, I'll see you later, man.
Sweet. How's that pain now, bro? It's getting better, eh?
Yeah.
By 3?
About a 3.
With the crowd thinning out, Corey and Sam grab a late night shake.
Thank you.
And the wasted toilet guy is feeling a whole lot better.
What I want you to do is, without holding on, do a lap of my ambulance for me. And can you just touch your nose with both hands? And then touch my finger.
Your finger.
Yeah, and the other finger. Sweet. You want to go home?
I do want to go home.
I think you can go home.
The assault victim isn't going home. A frontline crew's taking him to the ED.
We got a line in real quick and got him some fentanyl, followed by some morphine.
Enjoy your evening, take care.
He was trotted off to hospital for an x-ray, and I suspect he'll be put in a cast pretty quickly and he'll be in that for a wee while.
The wasted toilet guy is now in a much happier space and heads home, leaving Benjamin feeling pleased with himself.
People think you're magic, but I'm not, I'm just good looking.
We're all a little crazy, but it's that healthy madness which keeps you going. I'm very, very tired. I'm definitely ready for bed for my 4 hours of sleep before work. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm starting to feel like a paramedic now.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.